Necroxix. Home Sweet Home, Episode 2. So before it hit this screen, it gave me a warning that if you're, this is not recommended if you're pregnant. So you're telling me, if I'm Necroxix and I'm pregnant, that I should not be playing this game? I mean, it's not a roller coaster. I'm not getting batted and beaten up. I'm not doing some Thai kickboxing thing. I don't know. Why? Maybe I get so scared that I might flush out my womb contents onto the chair. That seems very unlikely. I wouldn't worry about that as a lawsuit. I'm sure any attorney will probably support my reasoning. Spooky, you could stay. So, we played Home Sweet Home a few years ago, the first game. It's an indie Thai-inspired game. So it was made in, I believe, Thailand by Thai developers using various Thai-based folklore and stuff. And I remember enjoying it. So seeing this come up is fantastic. Now, there's one thing it's weird with me, and that is the fact that this game is actually split into two parts. So right now we only have the first part of 2 for the complete episode 2. Now, I heard there's plenty in this for a full game session, but the other half comes out sometime around Halloween next month. And I don't know, there's 2 possible reasons normally that a developer would do that. The first is they don't want to rush the game content, so they simply release what they have with the promise of we'll put the rest out later. The other is more monetary based, where it's like we're going to intentionally cut part of it out and sell you the rest later. I'm thinking there might even be a third category in this game's case, and that is probably Halloween. They're thinking maybe people will be more invested. They bought the game now, and they'll have free, because it's supposed to be a free update, they'll have something for Halloween to come to. I think that's a bit of a risky move, because that's going to be the time where a lot of other horror games are probably going to be in the spotlight as well, and to compete with those, you may get lost in the sea of options. But at the same time, you may be more invested because you bought the game and the rest of it will be free. Either way, I'm excited, so let's start game as soon as I figure out which button. Don't fart the baby. No, you gotta fart on the baby. Show the baby who's in charge. I'm a terrible role model. Especially for parents. I'm probably fine for kids, but...
Oh, that must be Tim. Hello? Tim?
Oh,
hello?
Jane?
Oh,
Hey, it's Stu. Is Tim there? He hasn't been answering his cell.
Oh, hello, Du.
Subtitles
no, Tim's
are
not
out of
here.
sync.
He left early today. Something came up and he rushed out. He said he'd call me when he was done, but he hasn't called yet. He must be really busy.
What? Really? It's Songkran Day and he's still working? I thought you two made plans to spend your Songkran at Chiang Mai.
We were supposed to. We packed last night and everything, but then this thing came up, and you know Tim, he's all about his job these days. He said he'd be quick. I don't think we can make it now, but whatever. What did you want to talk to him about?
Oh, nothing really. I was going to ask you guys to buy me some stuff from Chiang Mai, but I guess you're not going anywhere for the holidays then, huh?
I guess not. Well, I'll keep myself busy, though. I've been meaning to do some gardening in the yard. Maybe it's the time.
Well, that sounds fun. And I wouldn't worry about Tim too much. He just got promoted, and he's very excited about it. As for me, I'm not doing anything over the holiday either. So, hey, if you need a hand with your gardening, I'm just a call away.
Oh, I'll be fine.
Sounds like he wants to mow her
I wouldn't
lawn.
want to bother you.
It wouldn't be a bother. That's what friends are for. Anyway, I better get going. I'll talk to you soon, though.
Okay, thanks, dude.
Yeah, I'll help
Bye.
mow your lawn
Bye.
too. I use my teeth. Hello.
And now we're catching
So she's
up on
gonna be
traffic
fapping.
accidents. Unfortunately, the number of traffic accidents during this year's Songkran Festival is not less than last year's.
Are you diddling your
Despite
bean to
police
this?
using drink drive charge as a preventive measure, 53,542 arrests have been reported. The greatest cause of accidents is motorcycles, then public transportation and personal vehicles, respectively. Over 37,000 charges have been filed and more than 900 vehicles have been impounded. There are already 603 accidents reported today.
Should have used self-driving cars, man. Telling you. Are you still diddling your bean? How the hell are you fapping to this? Oh, I lost her. So am I sitting here or am I just
Hello?
spying on her? Oh, it was all a dream. The dream where that girl was
So
fapping
real.
to the news. I forgot to set my little bar where I can view the... There we go.
My head.
Oh, man.
Everything's spinning.
Everything's spinning. It's just like Zelphos. Please note, if you wake up to necrosis, you're gonna have a bad day. I recommend going back to bed. So here we are in my glorious room. I'm a dude now. I don't want to be a dude. It's kind of... visuals look good. First game looked pretty alright as well, from what I remember. How do I interact with stuff? E. Jane's drawing. That's fantastic. I see a key. Is that relevant to something? Jane's drawing, that looks like a map. It's a map of one room. Q, okay. Yeah, WSD, eat it.
I'm so thirsty. One more drink couldn't hurt, right?
Oh yeah, wake up and drink. Like, it's fine when I do it because I'm special, but you shouldn't be doing that. That's alcoholism territory. Oh, interesting. If I press space and I move the mouse, it does this. I hope people don't suffer from motion sickness, which means I can't jump. Okay, let's look at stuff. There's nothing to look at. This door or that door? This one. It's a closet, so there might be something spooky. Or, okay, it's a bathroom. Mirror is broken. I recommend updating your firmware. Latest version should resolve the photons not reflecting correctly. It's a physics problem. God did patch it, but you have to actually... So if I remember the first... Yep, one's empty, dude. Look, if you're gonna drink, at least go find one that's not empty. How much should this guy have to drink? Like, once you're, like, sucking the juices out of, like, an ashtray, you know, there's something going on, like, problem-wise. Oh, for fuck's sake, what? Where's my phone? Oh, good, voicemail ticket. Not my problem. Look, if it's important, they would have walked in my house, broken in, and woken me up in person. Otherwise, it's just not that important. My coworkers back when I worked at and retail did not agree with that.
Panic spread through crowds today when a solar eclipse took place without any official announcement from
solar
scientists or astronomers. Latest figures show that the phenomenon began at 10 a.m. when the moon began its transit across the sun. The eclipse will be complete at 12 p.m., then it will leave sight by 2 p.m. This year's eclipse will persist for as long as the one that occurred in 2002. Meanwhile, Royal Thai Police Commissioner General Prayut Jantra has ordered that all areas be secured by officers who will also be directing traffic, as traffic jams are likely with citizens coming out to witness the phenomenon. This will allow for local vendors to pitch their stall. Eclipse sunglasses are now the most sought-after items during this event.
You gotta beware of
Experts
counterfeit
urge you
glasses.
to avoid using normal sunglasses or looking directly at the sun, as it can perilously damage your eyes
Yes.
and could lead to blindness. Sunglasses or films made specifically for this phenomenon are highly recommended.
That guy's wearing a welding
The
mask.
Astrology Association of Thailand, on the other hand, predicts that the changing of the moon is an ominous event that could lead to chaos and violence.
What? That's blasphemy. It's just a solar eclipse, man. It happens constantly. E.
Hey, Tim. I've been trying to reach you, man. Did you turn off your phone? Your colleagues, they're worried about you. And so am I. You really need to take it easy with the drinks. You aren't young anymore. Look, man, I'm here if you need to talk.
I don't need to
We
talk.
all want you to be yourself again.
I don't want to be me.
We're rooting for you.
Yeah, that's the thing about solar eclipses is there is special glasses you can buy that are designed for being able to look through safely and protect your sight. And there are people out there that are selling bogus versions of them. And if you're like a person that wants to go and enjoy a solar eclipse using your eyes pointing at the eclipse, just make sure you're getting the right thing. E. Empty alcohol bottle. There's even a description. It's an empty bottle of liquor. So it's not an empty bottle of liquor, it's just an empty bottle. Without liquor. This game may feature monsters. And I read a little article that was talking about an interview they were having with some of the guys that were making this game and the inspirations and stuff. There was some fascinating stuff as far as Thai folklore in relation to the dance, like the art of dance that they inherited from India, which may have relation and ties to this game. I'm sure most of it's gonna go over my head since I'm not actually familiar with Thai folklore, even though we have played a few Thai games. I did that. Bring in a welding mask. Well, if you're gonna do that, might as well get like cool welding goggles. At least then it'll be a little more like cyberpunk, and then you might as well put in like cyber dreadlocks and just goth and cyber out. Bring glow sticks. Another empty bottle of liquor. So this is the same house we were spying on that girl with. This is the very spot where she was diddling herself. Right there. How do I... Oh, yeah, right there. Her butt was on that seat. Oh! What are we, like 12? Why is there toilet paper on the dining room table anyways? Oh, some questions may never get answered. I'm just looking around. Oh, what is this? Going to NASA's website and looking at their pictures. Well, yeah, I mean, you don't have to get up. Jane's diary. Oh, as far as eclipses go, though, like the documentary information on Einstein's stuff in the past due to the World War stuff going on. Like, damn, there was some crazy, fascinating stuff in terms of how the scientists had to go to such extremes just to be able to be in the right place for a solar eclipse to be able to prove their theory. And it was related to, I believe, special relativity? Maybe it was general relativity, I don't know. Either way, it was some crazy stuff. And they were like Germans. They weren't the nicest bunch at the time, apparently. That's what I heard. Front page. That was the worst dream ever. Waking up to find myself in the middle of the dark forest surrounded by rotting bodies of animals and people. It was awful. You're a bad liar. That setting makes me want to throw up. What makes me have dreams like this? What is it, that chanting sound echoing in my head? I can still smell that stench. Then there's more on the back page. Before I woke up, I remember walking up to a wooden house. The house was full of wooden figures. There was a body inside, a shirtless man with his stomach cut open. His organs were piled up on the ground. His body looked like a beast had torn him open. Why do I have to see things like this? Why do I have these dreams? Why, Jane? Why me? No, dead bodies and morbid stuffs. And it's all in... Hey, who knocked my picture over? I'm the only one here. So there's only two reasonable explanations. Either A, there's a ghost here doing paranormal shit like knocking over my painting or picture. Or two, while I was reading that note, I ripped some good ass and the wind pressure knocked this over. Either way, I'm gonna put it right back up. Stay. We might have to change our diet if we're producing that much wind pressure. Yikes. It is... Just leave it for the wife. Let the wife clean it up. Oh no, I can't read anything. It's in Thai. Man, I could go for some pad Thai though. It's been a while. Thai food is the best food in the world. IMO. Small ladder for accessing things behind or on a cabinet. How would a small ladder help you access things behind a cabinet? Yeah, yes, Swaggo, it was, it related to proving that the gravity of, I think, of the sun or the moon or whatever it was, actually could bend the light, or something along those lines. It's been a long time. But it was basically, in order to be able to prove his theory, or maybe it was a hypothesis at that time, he had to be able to perform that test in that condition, and it was like, if you need a specific solar eclipse at a given time, your options are very limited, and you had to be at very specific observation points at the right time. And when there's a world war going on, it makes things harder. Didn't this door been open earlier? That was almost a sentence. This looks familiar. We've been in this house before. So either that's from the first game, or maybe we just same house from a different game. How do I know? My memory's fuzzy. The Roar Deluxe. You can do it. You can do it. Buy my book. You can do it. That's a lot of copies of that book. Why? I'm going to read that as Roblox. Roblox, the novel. Subject, a suspension order. Dear Mr. Somebody. Production technology. It has come to our attention that you have violated company policy by being absent from the workplace for an exceeding amount of time. Your conduct, as described, constitutes sufficient cause for disciplinary action. I recommend corporal punishment. No, that's like a good... Normally this conduct would result in termination from your position without severance pay. However, given your otherwise exemplary service and assistance to the company, your termination has been reevaluated to suspension for an indefinite amount of time. So, you're not fired, but don't come into work? Does he still get paid? Please be informed accordingly that your suspension commences blah 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 and is effective until further notice. I hereby acknowledged. I am hereby acknowledged. I am... Cool. I don't have to go to work. Woohoo! Woo-hoo-hoo. That means we can drink. So here's a fun fact. Alcohol evaporates.
That's better.
So that's probably closer to just piss-tasting water than an alcoholic beverage. So one time I left a little bit of vodka in a cup overnight. And then when I woke up, I tasted it. It was just like water. The alcohol had evaporated by being exposed. So they changed something with Twitch, huh? The interface. A contact list of people that Jane would probably go to. Fantastic. Or the Royal Thai Police. Record. Mr. Chad Chai Tub... Okay, Tim. 34 years old. Resides at number 12, Mu 6, came to the police station and reported that on May 29, 2013 at 3:30 a.m. he found out that Miss Nithanthal went missing and hasn't been found yet. What he found in Miss Nithanthal's room led him to believe that an assault had taken place. This report will be used as evidence of his presence at the scene. Police captain blah 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 blah. I'm a cop. Blah. Respect my authority. Little girl. Looks familiar, so it must have been from like maybe the first game or something. Wait a minute. That's not a little girl. That's probably his wife or something. She's younger than I. Just gonna turn my brain off now. The picture's fucked again. Said, stay put, bitch. Alright, so where do we go? What do we do? Clearly, this house is haunted. But not a whole lot going on. I got an idea, actually. Where was the map? It showed a key over there. Okay, gotcha. Maybe that's the key we need to get into this here, their door. Or maybe it's not, I don't know. This picture better not be good. Good. So, somewhere over here? E. Spare keyring. Cool. Dog pictures is better than having people? Maybe. I think having no pictures is better, though. Like just straight up colors, patterns, instead of actual iconic things like a person or an animal or any object. But that's personal preference. Alright, monsters. Get out of my closet. There's nothing. Okay. A lot of pink, though. This must be the girls' room. Rumor has it girls love pink. I don't think it's based on any science. It's just... Get pink. The same old excuse. All that socializing, it's all for a brighter future. How long do you have to keep drinking it all away, my dear? On back, at least he promised we'd be enjoying Songkran at Chiang Mai together. I I'm so bad at pronouncing any of this. More importantly, he said firmly that nothing could stop this trip from happening. Yay. Except it did stop happening. Anyway, where should we go? Splashing around at the blah moat? Or should we go to the blah? My main goal is to go to Dad to pay respect to Buddha. Tim might be a little annoyed, but I'm totally tagging along with him. Hee. Sounds like somebody's getting their grass mowed. And it's not thanks to us. We were busy drinking and not going to work. You know, priorities. I don't know if it's his sister or if it's his wife. Like, I don't remember the first game and what kind of relation there is to it, so I don't know. Sometimes I wish I did go back and review my old footage so I can refresh myself on a game, but most of the time I'm only in the moment, so it's all spontaneous. My little book of happiness. But we can't read it. All we read was the title. Oh, something scary. Show me.
Damn it. What the hell?
What the hell? What's going on with that power brick? I don't think that's an approved appliance. That's a fire hazard. I don't know if that was an office or a bedroom. I mean, it seemed like a bedroom.
What forest is this?
And this is a forest.
How did I get here? Damn, it's dark.
How did I get
Can't
here?
see a thing.
Maybe it was quantum tunneling.
Reminds me of the place Jane mentioned in her diary.
If I was a particle and not an entire body. I don't know.
Where am I?
This looks like, or it seems as if it's like the thing we read about, that dream. So if that is the case, we can look forward to dead animal carcasses and shirtless men. I'm not looking forward to that. Well, he was disemboweled. There is some enjoyable value in that, at least. Flashlight. Yes, I fucking love flashlights. I thought those were fingers for a moment, like something was gripping the tree. But look how much better a flashlight adds to the ambiance. Like right now it's just like, yeah, it's a dark forest. Can't really see much. I can still see, but you add a flashlight, a little bit of that tunnel visioning light source, and it's like, dude, where's the Blair Witch? What was that? What was that? Holy shit. Oh my god, what is that? So, I fucking love flashlights. I don't love games that use battery limitations on flashlights. It was probably just a wind.
What kind of animal could have done this?
Why would there be a pig in the forest? Is this their natural habitat? I would have expected like a deer or an elk or the Blair Witch. Shift to run. Why do I need to run? Oh, there it is. Get him.
This is local radio news out of Gangoy, Sudbury, reporting live on September 4th, 1959.
We'll chase Sasquatch
Strange
later.
happenings of Bonton Village persist and are still observed by frightened local residents. Villagers reporting hear livestock screaming during the night and find the bodies of the slain animals in the morning. Clear laundry hung out to dry overnight appears in the morning to be filthy and covered in blood stains. Mysterious lights roam the distant darkness as if it were alive. The people of the town are terrified and lock themselves in their house as soon as the sun sets. Some of the villagers have even assembled crude fences made from the branches of a monkey apple tree, believing a superstition that such a fence around their home will protect them from the something that is behind these mysterious occurrences. Local authorities are still pursuing all leads to determine the cause of these happenings as they struggle to comfort the local populace. A source has told us, however, that if the events continue to escalate, then the local officers may be forced to call in the provincial authority to lend a hand.
Yeah, that'll help with the paranormal stuff. Might as well call in like a team of witch doctors too. But obviously superstitious stuff's dealing with folklore. Clearly we saw something run past us. And I don't think it was Bigfoot. E. A mysterious photograph. I mean, gosh, it's the wife or girl or whoever. It's the El Chupacabra. Isn't it supposed to be smaller? Like it's smaller like a... I'm thinking like a small dog or something. Just very vicious. I think it's creepier with the static, so we'll keep that on. Now, do we go that way? Or do we follow El Tai Chupacabra? I don't know. What does it say? Welcome home. If this is my home... Oh. There's an eclipse. Either that or this whole world is on the bottom of a well. Try and sing that now if anybody has seen the movie Ring or Ringu. Yeah, dude, this whole forest is in the bottom of a well. A really large galactic scale well. This is a dead end. Okay. Off to where the monster went. Yeah, I mean, so far it's pretty cool. It's been almost a week since I've played any horror games, so I kind of feel more refreshed and ready to get up and at them and up in their face, and I'm gonna punch Bigfoot in the balls. Oh, unless he just runs away from me. Cue the yom. Oh, I see something down there. And it is up to me, some random guy, to investigate. I'm seeing a lot of red string, and it sounds familiar, like that might have ties to the first game. Yeah, there's something walking around out there. I don't know exactly what the relation of the red string was. I know in, like, at least in Japanese culture, the string was often, like, associated with, like, the string of fate that ties one person to, you know, some significant other. But in Thailand, I don't know. I figure they're too busy eating really good spicy food to give a shit. At least I would be. I'd be like, I'm in Thailand, motherfuckers, I don't give a fuck. Okay, mystery light thing going that way, but I see a path this way. Oh. The bridge is out. It's made out of bamboo. See, this is why you don't build bridges out of bamboo. So now the first game did feature like stealth mechanics and stuff, and what I read was this game also does, but it may also include combat. A bamboo cane. Oh, hell yeah, we're gonna go caning. Could be used to collect objects that are out of reach. Oh. I was thinking I can use it to administrate corporal punishment on people. There's a lot of bottoms that are not red enough for me. And I would be more than... Okay, interacting with that doesn't seem to work. Okay, so tab opens my objective list. Find Jane, find a way out of the forest, and cut the tree. Find something to cut the tree and cross the chasm. Chasm. Are we still in an eclipse? Yeah. Or in a well. Like, it's really hard to unsee that now, isn't it? Unless you've never seen, like, one of the Ring movies, in which case you may not understand the significance of the icon. Something to cut the thing, and I have a... Oh, wait a minute. Ah. I still have the small ladder. How? Collectible items. Achievements. I don't need new achievements. What I need is something to cut that tree down. So maybe there's like an axe or something that was previously unreachable but now might be reachable? Are you in there? No? Well, if I was an axe, where would I be? I'd probably be inside one of these hollow logs. Because that just feels like a good place to call home. Thought I could walk over that for a moment. I cannot. So, there's something somewhere. That's a crow. I can hear something moaning. What is that light source back there? Oh, that's just the blood. It was a reflection of the flashlight. You were an axe, you'd be in the hands of an axe murderer. Well played. And then there's the whole thesis ship, or whatever it was. Like, how much of an axe can you replace before you can no longer call it the same axe, type of thing. That's going down a route of philosophy. A question without a real answer. I don't see anything to... Wait a minute. I could jump, but I can't. Why do I feel like I'm going the wrong way? Like we're literally going back where we came from, but maybe there's something out of reach. I'm pretty locked into this path. Gimli. Jiminy. Yeah, this is where we started. So. Fuck, I was really hoping there was an axe or something. So whatever it is, I missed. I like overlooked it or something. I need to be looking more upwards. Figured there'd be like an icon or something to guide me. Being like, hey, there's an object right here. Look this way. You know. If we're Thai, isn't Thai known for like kickboxing in particular? Like, maybe he could just go to town with his shins on the leg, on the trunk. We would call it training, but it's really Operation Kick This Tree Until It Falls Down. Or until your shin shatters. definitely no icons or anything that looks like an object. Maybe Wordwind's onto something. What we should be looking for is an axe murderer. Because he's going to have an axe. Or whoever disemboweled these things. Probably an axe murderer. Okay, so there's nothing here. I must have missed something more back over there, which means we backtracked for nothing. Oh, we got a couple spooky sounds. Couple more spooky sounds. Spooky's good. Not finding what I need. Not quite so good. In fact, I would go as far as... Oh, I thought that was a handle or something. It's not. Ay, ay, ay. Like less than an hour in, nothing's happened. I'm already stuck. How the fuck does this happen? I'm not drunk or nothing. Better not be something at the edge of this. No way, I can't even go on it. It's blocked off by invisible forces. Just get a good look. I see nothing that might be out of reach, because I'm assuming it wants me to use a bamboo cane on something since it's specifically designed for something out of reach. It's just I don't actually see anything out of reach. It produces an icon when I get close to it to interact. I have seen no such icon for anything else. Seriously? Like, I can't go any further. We obviously need to cut the tree down to knock it over, and then we can get across, and that's parallel to that bridge. Come on, man. A couple good side kicks to the thing. You could do it. I believe in you. I'll have an ambulance on speed dial ready to go for you. So we're boned. I can't find whatever the fuck I need to cut that tree down. Fuck me. I think it would have been in an obvious place because it's a video game and it's the beginning of the game. I'm not gonna like pixel hunting hide it somewhere. Or at least they shouldn't have. I legit don't see anything though, at all. Like, nothing. There's fucking nothing. They gave me nothing. I was expecting something. See, spooky forest atmosphere tends to dissolve. You have to run around back and forth. As anxiety, tension, and suspense would normally build, it decelerates and goes the other way. Oh. Found it. It was conveniently the same color as the rest of the trees, so that it would be that much harder to find. Motherfucker. An old axe used for cutting wood. Or chopping off heads. But yeah, like nope, nothing. if the pacing gets interrupted due to some kind of a roadblock. Hey, mannequin head? Better teabag it for good luck. In Thailand, this brings big fortune. Good fortune. For me, not so much for the head, but